Everyone, and thanks for joining us both today. I say us because this is obviously the Channelle and Charlie show, because he has to take part obviously every day now. So yes, he is here as normal to take part. So we are playing the weekly giveaway game, which is Ask Me a Question, and it has been a huge success. We've had some terrific questions, and I hope you've liked the answers, even though yesterday I did have a bit of a panic attack after I'd uploaded the video with my impression. Anyhow, we have lots more questions today, and I'm going to do this video in two parts. We've got the questions and the answers, and then I'm going to do another video with the winners, because otherwise it's going to be far too long. So let me just put my camera straight and let's get on with the questions. Now obviously we have all of the goodies so far here, all of this and all of this, and I will get them all out and show you in the video later on. Now, today's questions are as follows. So, Christine's cards and things. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you choose? I thought about this, and I thought actually the one place I want to live here in the UK right now, because the grandbabies are still quite small, but I would like to live abroad maybe one day, but I wouldn't want to be too far away, even though there's lots of beautiful places in the world. At the moment my answer would be Greece, because it isn't that far away from the UK. It's not like, you know, the other side of the world. It is beautiful, the people are fantastic, the weather is gorgeous. So I'm gonna say somewhere like Rhodes, Greece, or somewhere in Greece. But I will, hopefully we're going to travel a lot more in the next sort of few years, and maybe we may find somewhere else. But at the moment, I do want to live in the UK, but eventually it would be nice to live abroad, and maybe Greece. So that is my answer. So for that, I am going to add in, now this is wallpaper, and I've made them into some little envelopes that you can then add some decoration to. Ow, don't bite. And this one is like that crushed velvety kind of, I don't know if you can see it, it's very delicious, it's very yummy and gold, and I just thought this would be amazing distressed, you know, and using distress ink and putting lace on or something. Oh my gosh, it'd be interesting. Whoever wins this and you make something with it, please take a photo and show me what you do with it. So we're going to add those in there. Right, question number 2. Sue Harvey asked, what are your other cats' personalities like? Right, okay, so we have 3 cats. We've got Charlie Asbo, as you know, his personality. We've got Mr. Bing, or Mr. Bingles, and he can be playful. He likes to play catch, he likes to catch treats, he plays ball or fetch with pom-poms. If you throw a pom-pom, he will go and get it and bring it back for you. Maybe one day I'll get that on camera for you. He's just very loving, he loves cuddles, and he sometimes thinks he's a parrot. What I mean by that is I'll be sat in the morning having my coffee downstairs and with my big fluffy dressing gown on, and he'll come and he'll lay on my shoulder, wrapped around like a shrug around my shoulders. Yeah, he's so cute, he's like a little parrot. And then he's just very loving, he loves his cuddles. Then there's King Louis, who's the lovely ginger fluffy cat, and he is as soft as lights. He isn't really, stop that, playful like Charlie Asbo and Bing, and he's not naughty like them. He is just very, very quiet. And he just loves Charmin. He loves to sit beside Charmin. Oh my goodness me, he is on one today. What is wrong with you? He is now, right, you're going to have to go out if you don't calm down. He loves Charmin. He lays beside Charmin at night, and he just loves cuddles. I will try to get some footage of my other cats, because they are all adorable. And for that, I'm going to add in this lovely sort of, call it an applique or a lace, piece of lace. It's a fall, I think it's supposed to be like a, is it a 4-leaf clover? I'm not sure. Pack it in. No, maybe not a 4-leaf clover. I'm not sure. It's just this lovely lace piece, which I don't know what you're going to do with, but I'd love to see what you do with it. Now, okay, It's My Playhouse asks, is there any craft item that you would like to do, or I presume she's saying actually any craft that you would like to do but you haven't yet? I would love to learn how to paint, actually, you know, like proper watercolouring painting, like on canvases, but caricatures and people, you know. I'm really pants at drawing, I'm pants at painting, for sure, but I would like to, not scenery and trees and things like that, people. I'd love to be able to draw people, so maybe when I'm a bit older and I've got a bit more time on my hands, I might take up some art classes. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, so I have some like lovely satin ribbon. Now it is a little bit discoloured in some places, but it was like this when I bought it. I bought a great big load, but it doesn't matter if you're going to distress it. If you're wanting it for other projects, there is some in there that hasn't got any, but some of this is actually discoloured. But I got it because I thought, well, I can distress it and it won't matter. There is quite a lot there that you can use, maybe tea dye it or something. But look, there is loads in there of that. Now, excuse me, stop it. Christine Mortimer asks, what is the scariest thing that you have ever done? I stayed in a haunted house for the night. That was pretty scary. It was like one of these haunted houses that advertise as a haunted house. And I had to, it was my friend and her husband, and I had to sleep in the bed with them. I know that's not kinky or anything like that. I actually could not stay in, I mean, I couldn't stay in the room by myself. Couldn't do it. But we did nothing really happened, like, as in scary anything. I think it was just the thought that something was going to happen. But it was really scary, actually. I was, yeah, at night time, it was like, ooh, there was just this feeling of, I don't know, it didn't feel very nice. It wasn't a very nice feeling. And there was one room in this building. It was like an old, oh my god, I don't even know what century. It was an old, like a barn style sort of house thing made into a bed and breakfast sort of place. And there was one room which had like this stone floor, and I had this smell in there, like, I don't know, I can't even describe it. It was like a real horrible smell, like a sort of stenchy smell. It was horrid. But then went back in there sort of half an hour later and the smell wasn't there. So, but yeah, there was just this feeling. I had to go in there to get a drink and some water, and yeah, I didn't like it. So yeah, I would say that's probably the scariest thing. I can't think of anything else scary that I've done, but if I do, I will come back and tell you another day. I don't know. Scary things. Right, okay, so I'm going to add in some lovely tassel trim with a few of Charlie Asbo's hairs. It's just a lovely piece of trim. I'm trying to add some different things in here for everybody. Right, okay, who have we got next? Mrs. Stationery and Stuff. If you could make your own stamp and die, what would it be? Look at his little cheeky face. I noticed yesterday, I must say something. I watched the video back when I was doing the editing, and he was looking straight at the camera, like almost like he knows the camera's on him. I don't know if any of you noticed that yesterday. He was in the sort of position here, and he shuffled over to get more in frame. It was really quite bizarre. If you watch it back, it's like he knows what he's doing. So what was the question? I forgot. Oh, yes. Now, I thought about this, actually. And one thing I'd love to do is a range of Charlie Asbo stamps. You know, I don't know how or what design or anything, but a Charlie Asbo range with naughty cats, and then you've got dies where you can cut out the cat and everything. A Charlie Asbo range, or maybe all of my cats, so that you've got a big fluffy one and you've got a black and white one and you've got this naughty one here, or just a Charlie Asbo range of stamps. But I do love sayings and things like that as well, so I don't know, I would just love to have some really lovely sentiments, but definitely, yeah, Charlie Asbo range. Anyone got any ideas how I can do that? I don't know. But like cheeky boy cat being very naughty. Ow, oh, you're just horrible sometimes. Oh, he's so naughty. Right, don't, oh, right, stop it. Right, you don't usually do this, and I now know that you really are showing off for everybody. He just actually leapt at me then, and look, I am so sorry, everybody. There are so many hairs everywhere. I have got lots of these lovely white, gorgeous flowers. Now, I am sorry about the hairs. He has been laying all over everything that I put out earlier. Right, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these gorgeous white flower appliques. Right, the next question is, Jackie McFall, what is the craziest hairstyle that you have ever had? And she put in there, in my teens, I had a pink and red mohawk. And okay, so the craziest hairstyle. Now, I didn't really have, I will show you actually if I can get it. Hold on one second, I'll see if I can find it. Okay, the photo that I wanted to find, I actually couldn't find. When I was, oh God, I don't know, I was about 14, I would say. We had a non-uniform day, and I did spray my hair green, and I was a bit of a punk rocker sort of look. But yeah, that was probably the craziest hairstyle, but it wasn't. It was just for the day. But I can tell you a funny hair story, actually. So, okay, I used to have a fringe, and quite a straight across fringe. And my ex had, well, one day I would wash my hair and I was blow drying it, and I had my straighteners, and I went to straighten my fringe. Well, my ex had put hairspray in his hair and had used my straighteners. And when I heated the straighteners up, obviously the hairspray that was on there from him using it had all gone funny. And when I went to straighten my fringe, it completely singed my whole fringe, so I had no fringe. Well, I had about that much of a fringe, so, and I couldn't even put that little bit up in like I do now. I put my fringe up, I couldn't even do that because it wasn't long enough. So that was the stupidest hairdo I ever had, and oh my gosh, I absolutely disliked him very much. While I was looking for that photo though, I did find some photos of me when I was younger. And you say about funky hairdos, that was so hairsprayed that you could pick this bit up and the whole lot would move. Look, it's almost like a lady dye kind of look. This was me when I was about 18. That was me when I was 18. So we talk about funky hairdos. This was me, Rosie, look, age 7. Look at the cow's lick. Look at the cow's lick. I hate that cow's lick. Absolutely hate it. Look at my chubby cheeks. That was me at the age of 7. So when you say about bad hairdos, hello. Let's look. OMG. Look at that. So, yes. So for that, I'm going to add in some threads and ribbons. Oops. And ouch. No, ouch. So we have some lace there on a lollipop stick, and we have some cord and some more cord and some lovely organza brown gold ribbon. It's just, this one is gorgeous. I love this. So we've put those in there as well. Okay. So Pinky Noble, if you could act in a movie remake, what would it be? Okay. So I think it would have to be Gone with the Wind, because I really love that film, and there's a lot of scenes in there that I could imagine myself doing. absolutely could imagine myself doing. So yes, Gone with the Wind. I just think that there's a lot of scenes in there. I'd have to really perfect the accent though. So let's give it a go, shall we? Don't laugh. Okay. Tara, home. I'll go home. And I'll think of some way to get him back. After all, tomorrow is another day. Yeah, that needs some polishing, doesn't it? Oh, gosh. Oh, my goodness me. I do have to practice. I didn't have much time to practice, so I do apologise. I have to practice the accent. I know. Have a laugh. I don't care. I do need some practicing. So Gone with the Wind or Pretty Woman, as long as Richard Gere can be in the remake with me. So thank you, Pinky Noble, for that lovely question. And I am going to add in some more. Now look at these flower sort of pieces. There are lots of lacy sort of bits and pieces in today's things. Right. Okay, so we have Jessie back. Would you like to change something in your past if you could turn back time? So basically, what would you change? Oh, okay, gosh, there are a lot of things I would do differently. If I could change anything, what would I change? I think really thinking hard about this one, and if you could only change sort of one thing, I think it would have to be, maybe taking care of myself more when I was younger. I don't say that I ate bad or anything like that, or drank over excessively and things like that, but but I would definitely probably take more exercise. I would have loved to have done dancing as well as acting, and I think I would probably take more care in myself, like my skincare, what I eat, drank more water, didn't smoke, all of these different things. I would definitely, I don't know if that's contributed to my being ill. I think it was down to a virus and an infection that I had, etc. But I would definitely take care of myself more. I think that would be the one thing that I would change. I would take care of myself from an early age, because I think when we are looking okay and we're feeling okay, we don't worry about those things. But then when you get older and you have all the aches and the pains and your skin looks rubbish and your teeth need fixing and everything like that, you think, why did I not look after it? So that is what I would do. I would look after myself better. So for that, I'm going to add in some vintage photos. Look at these. These are proper vintage photos that I thought you could use in your journals, your scrapbooks. Look at that lady there on the rocks. These are just very charming. Look at these photos. So I'm going to add some old vintage photos. Right. Anne Aubrey asked, were you frightened when you saw the female ghost? This was the female ghost that I answered in a question yesterday. The answer is no. I wasn't frightened. She wasn't scary or anything like that. And I believe in spirit anyway, hugely. So, no, I wasn't worried at all, actually. I just was puzzled as to who she was more than anything. I suppose I thought, oh my gosh, what's this woman doing in my room? But the minute my state of awareness changed, obviously I realised there wasn't actually anybody there, and as a human, that it must have been something else. And no, I wasn't scared at all. I'm a huge believer, but obviously the scary haunted place was a bit scary because, I don't know, it was just felt different. So right, I'm going to add in these little cute little envelopes for you to decorate and have some fun with. Excuse me. Crafty Mama, if you could go back in your past to one day that was the most happiest or memorable to you, when would it be and why? I'll show you. This is the day. Oh my goodness me, that was my fault. Let me pick those up now. Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness, having a coughing fit. Okay, while I was there, I did find these other two ribbons that were supposed to go in earlier. So this is the day I would like to go back to. It is my daughter's wedding, my daughter and my son-in-law's wedding. That was the happiest day of my life. She looked like a princess. I was so proud of her. It was lovely to see that she had found her Prince Charming, and that they were so happy together. It was lovely to have all the people there that were there and that mattered. I cried all day long. It was just the most amazing, most emotional day. Oh my gosh, I love her and I love him so much, to pieces. She is just my everything. She really is. I love her and I love Joey. He's lovely. So that is the day I would go back to. So I'm going to put that over there so I can put that back downstairs. So Judith McPherson, what did you want to be as a girl when you grew up? I wanted to be an actress. Most definitely, categorically wanted to be an actress. And yeah, another thing, if I know we only had one thing to change earlier, but I would definitely pursue my acting career, which I didn't do. Okay, right, the Crafting Shed Davis asks, oh, I didn't put anything in the pot for that one, so sorry. I'm going to put these lush bows. Look at these, gorgeous, gorgeous bows with gold. Look at them bows. They are beautiful. So that's for that question. Now, the Crafting Shed Davis asked, have you got a craft budget, or are you like me and buy what you want or when you want? I think you all know the answer to that one. I don't really have a crafting budget, but I have done recently had to be more careful and cut down my spending on them. But what I do, excuse me, I do have a clear out and a de-stash, and I do sell things so that I can then replenish with new things. So I have sold loads and loads of things. Like when I was doing Stampin' Up, I'd sold half of that stuff, and then I bought stuff that I had another interest in when I was doing my journals and that. So this is what I'm doing at the moment, a de-stash, so that I can so that I'm justified in buying more things. But I'm a little bit naughty really, because when I get you know, orders for junk journals, I sort of say, oh, I need this stamp for that, or I need that for that, and I buy things when actually I probably didn't really need to buy it. And I say to Charming, oh, but I needed that because I've got a custom order for this journal, and so I am a little bit naughty as far as that. So the answer is not really a budget, but I'm having to, because obviously we get married and there's a lot of expense and everything. So recently I've had to be a lot better. So we're going to add in this lovely string of butterflies there, and I've also got some little snowflakes and silver ribbon there, something else to go in there. Right, now Seri asked, what would be yours and Charming's song since you've been together? Okay, I'm going to let you into a little secret here. 3 months into our relationship, I was listening to some music and I found a song which meant the world to me, as in the words and everything else, and it is going to be our wedding song. So we're going to hopefully have this playing when we both walk in to get married. So I'm going to give you a little sneak preview. Now, it is by Westlife, and the song is called I Do. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this to play. If I can't, I'll read you out the words. So you have to listen very carefully now, because this is from Spotify. So far as that. So the answer is not really a budget, but I'm having to, because obviously we get married and there's a lot of expense and everything. So recently I've had to be a lot better. So we're going to add in this lovely string of butterflies there, and I've also got some little snowflakes and silver ribbon there, something else to go in there. Right, now Seri asked, what would be yours and Charming's song since you've been together? Okay, I'm going to let you into a little secret here. 3 months into our relationship, I was listening to some music and I found a song which meant the world to me, as in the words and everything else, and it is going to be our wedding song. So we're going to hopefully have this playing when we both walk in to get married. So I'm going to give you a little sneak preview. Now, it is by Westlife, and the song is called I Do. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this to play. If I can't, I'll read you out the words. So you have to listen very carefully now, because this is from Spotify. So lovely is that song. Oh my God, it makes my heart melt every time I hear it. I found it and I sent it to him, and I knew then that I loved him more than. But if you're going to be backing it on something anyway, like card or something, that does not matter. You can peel it off. It's a bit of a nightmare, but the fabric is just beautiful. There's that piece, and I have this piece here as well. So I've put some different things in there. Now let me just double check. I have one more question to ask. Let me just make sure. I think I've asked everything apart from one. Now, a certain lady asked a question which I don't actually have an answer to. So what I'm going to do is, before losing my voice, I am going to ask you all at home this question, for you to answer for me, and I will add another prize in tomorrow for that. So it's Joanne Sanderson. She's a little monkey, she really is. She always sort of throws me through a loop. She wrote, if you could pick your own pet name or nickname, what would it be and why? I couldn't actually think of an answer. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask all of you at home to give me a pet name or a nickname, the one that you would like for me, and I will pick the ones that I like the best, and I will give you a lovely prize. So there's going to be another prize. So we now have 4 prizes come from this competition. So that's all of today's questions and all of the things that are going to be added in. I will be back either tonight or tomorrow to I'm going to put them in 3 piles. There'll be 4 now because there'll be the extra prize. And I've got the pot with all your names in it. For every question that you had, you got an entry. And I will pull out the 3 winners for these prizes, and I will also let you know which pet name or nickname I have picked. So that is your homework excuse me, for tonight. What pet name or nickname would you give to me? Be nice, everybody. So I hope you've enjoyed today, and I hope I've made you laugh yet again. probably, hopefully, made you laugh because I make myself laugh. So, love you guys, and I shall see you all very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.